Okay, welcome back to another episode. Cook with Mr. Dan here. Uh, Today we're going to make a recipe I like. Tastes good. It's cabbage. It's called Kentucky Fried Cabbage. Uh, this is kind of like my take on it. It's pretty close to the original recipe, but as everything else everybody does, you add a little this, a little that. But anyway, it's good. It's quick, and it's very tasty. Pretty nutritious, except for the bacon. So I know you guys are going to love this. All right, let's get to it, because I'm hungry. Okay, so as you can see, I got my little pot. Now, believe it or not, this is only a teaspoon. I'll show you what I measured with here, because just in case Penny will tell me it's not a teaspoon, see? What does that say? 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon, huh? Okay, that's how much oil's in there. And that wasn't even full to the top. Then we got our said bacon. There's 6 pieces of bacon in here that I chopped up after I cooked. Well, I cooked them, chopped them up. That's a small head of cabbage, but I took it as a half. It was pretty decent size. So I took a half of cabbage and chopped it up. So you can see it's chopped up little pieces, not big, not too big anyway. Back there is some celery that I had. I'm trying to keep a head on the celery. I don't want to throw it away. I got mixed colored bell peppers. Called for a cup of tomatoes, but I had 2 Aroma tomatoes, so I just cut those up. And that there's a quarter of a very large sweet onion. That thing was huge. I got me some jalapeno peppers. We're going to take a teaspoon of those, or 2. My tablespoon of minced garlic. And then here I scrambled up 2 eggs already. Another thing to save some time. They came out good. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, like I said, this comes together pretty quick. So what we're going to do first is drop our onions in. Hear that sizzle? Just a little sizzle. Excuse me. Yep, we're going to throw these in. Jeez, I got something tickle in my throat. And just let this cook a few seconds here. Get it all nice and happy. Anyway, so we're back on the weight train, I guess you call it. I mean, we are on the weight train. We're trying to get off the weight train, so we're trying to lose a couple pounds. We got a doctor's appointment next month, so it doesn't matter. Not. Just trying to keep everybody on a ship of happiness. Smooth sailing. What was that? Smooth sailing. Who used to do that all the time? There was somebody used to say "ut to Pete." I think that means smooth sailing. It was a cartoon show or whatever. I know it was probably before a lot of my time, but. So while these here, they're doing their thing, and we'll throw in the garlic, and we'll throw the peppers and tomatoes in there, let them get all happy, and then I might turn it up a little, I don't know. But as you see with this dish, the only thing that's not so healthy is the bacon, but that bacon, I use the water method again. I fry it up. Now I'm doing that just about every time I make my bacon. I like the way it turns out. It comes as moist, even though it has still a little crunch. But, if you look at it, here, see? That's cooked all the way through, and it's got a nice crunch to it. See? Not dried out. Still tastes dang good. And if you don't want to cook it for a long time, don't put too much water in there. But it comes out really good. Everybody likes my dog now. Emma, she loves it. She's on that keto thing. All the time she comes here, she opens the refrigerator. And I usually have a bag of bacon cooked already in there. Not full pieces, chopped up. But I like to have it on hand because I put it in quite a few recipes. So garlic. It does a body good. Okay. So now, we're gonna, you know me, tablespoon of garlic. Pink. Then after that, we'll stir that around a bit. Now the recipe, the original recipe doesn't call for any celery of that, but I like the celery. But like I said, I had celery in the bottom drawer when I got my cabbage out. And I said, you know, I wish I didn't leave it in there, but I do. Because that there, when you keep it in that bottom drawer, you know, you don't see it, it's out of sight, out of mind. And I don't like wasting nothing, so. But I keep it pretty well, you know, once I pay attention that it's there. It's very rare I throw something away. Now you see, once the smell, see how, you got to be careful with the garlic. I tell that to everybody, but what I like to say is once the aroma hits your nose, don't wait too much longer. It's time to hit the trail, Skippy. So, in goes the said celery. I did that too for another, you know, little crunch. Now you can pretty much add anything you want to this. The main thing of it is the cabbage. It's called Kentucky Fried Cabbage. Nowadays, to me, you know, everybody puts a recipe out there and they say, oh, you know, cook it the way you like. Well, but you know what? All these recipes, they've changed from the original version so many times. You don't even know what's the original anymore. So I just say cook like what you like to eat. And like I say to everybody, you know, whatever you have in your refrigerator, you had to like it at one time or another. So don't let it just sit there and go to waste. You know, cook something up. Use your imagination. Throw it all together. Make a casserole or something out of rice, potatoes, and throw all your veggies in there. It's going to come out good no matter what. You ate it once, you'll eat it again. Ain't going to kill you. It ain't killed you yet, has it? And I always say, don't eat the same thing. Change up. You got to change up. You eat the same thing, you're going to get bored out of your skull. Okay, here it goes. 1 teaspoon. All right, a couple more. 1 teaspoon and a couple more of diced jalapenos. And by the way, that's, I don't know if you guys noticed, but that's a fresh jar. Used the last bit of one of my other recipes the other day. I think it was the cauliflower hamburger buns or whatever you call them. Okay, so. And that, the jalapenos to me is just for a little taste, a little flavor. It's not really hot. Pieces are small. So, okay. So now, I'm going to turn the heat up a little. That's on medium. Kick it up a little, medium-high. Now these peppers you see I'm using, that's the ones I get when they're on sale. I buy. Because, you know, they sell them in a package down here in Florida, you know. 3 of them, the red, yellow, and orange, and then the green one they sell separate. I don't know why. But when I get them in the stores, especially if they're on sale, two something a pack, I usually buy 3 or 4 packages of them. And I dice them up and I put them in the freezer. So I got them whenever I want. I like them a lot for the color. They do have a little taste, but overall it's just for color, for me. I'm going to let this cook down a little bit. I'm going to go blow my nose. Excuse me. Just to show you, I did blow my nose, but I'm washing them. I just washed my hands, so now I'm dry them off. I don't want nobody to work it out there and turn me over to Penny. She'll beat me up. Okay, so you can hear the sizzle now. Yo, this is where things start happening. Everybody's going to get happy. Man, this smells so good right now. Penny's going to think she died and went to heaven tonight. Maybe we should play that song. What's the name of it? Stairway to Heaven? Led Zeppelin. And she's buying a stairway to heaven, whatever. Okay, so now put in a little bit of goodness. I'm going to fill this puppy up, I think. And I have a lid. You know, when I'm cooking cabbage, I like to leave it with a little crunch. So I'm not going to be cooking this till it's all mushy. I don't like that. And you know, if you cook it just right, you know, and you use some of it tonight, you don't use it all. You get some tomorrow. It'll be still nice and crunchy. So this is where it's going to take a few minutes. Doesn't all matter. We've got time. But it goes together pretty quick. And it does taste good. Now you guys can add whatever you want to this. Like I said, other kind of vegetables. You can put carrots in here. This is pretty close to the original recipe, except for the jalapenos. I can't think of really what else I did that was different. But anyway, this is it's going to come together nicely. It's more cabbage than I thought, but it's still going to be good. See, this will reduce some, so it's not going to be as much as you think anyway. But you know, it says a small head of cabbage. Well, I've seen small heads of cabbage before. And the cabbage I had, compared to the one Penny's dad gets occasionally from wherever he gets them, I mean, this thing looked like the shape of the moon or something. That thing was huge. Probably bigger than Eddie's head, huh? That's Junior. But anyway, this is coming together just nice. The only other two things we're going to have to add to this, guys, is my egg and my bacon. And look, it's already looking good, eh? Now you know, you guys can use bacon grease. I normally would have, but then you put the kibosh on the bacon grease. And I cut back on the oil. I only used a teaspoon versus a tablespoon. Because a tablespoon is too many points. That's part of the center of the cabbage. I'm going to make you guys a recipe with cabbage. I don't know when I'm going to make it, but I am. It's called egg roll without the roll. That'll be good. I'm putting a little salt and pepper in here, don't worry. Alright, I'm going to put a lid on this and let it simmer down a little. And we'll get back with you guys as soon as it happens. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And we are ready to proceed. First, we're going to dump in the egg. If I really wanted to change this up, I'd have put 3 eggs in there, but you know, what are you going to do? So, my dog is going schizo. I'm going to, let me chop up a little of this bacon a little smaller so we get it spread throughout. using the old rocker, rocking the blade along the board, hitting that bacon. You can hear the crunch. I just want to have enough bacon in here so everybody gets a little taste of it. Okay, that'll be about that. See, that's what I did to the bacon. So we're going to throw that in. And then we're going to do a little stir. Try to mix everything in there so it melds a little bit. I did taste this again. I didn't put nothing else on it. I'm going to tell you right there, it could use a little more salt. You can, when you get done, sprinkle a little bit of slap your mama on here. Or you can put a little bit of soy sauce, add to taste, whatever you want to do. So, this is what we have here. Oh boy. I got another thing from Kentucky called a Kentucky casserole. That is, well, a little bit of crunch left. That's where I like it. And my friends, that's it. There you have it. That's what you call Kentucky Fried Cabbage. Okay? All right, we'll put some in the bowl and meet you at the taste test table. All right, we're at the taste test table. Little Elmo taking a dip. And the smell of this must have made the dog hungry because she's behind me eating. So anyway, let's give this a whirl. That's right where I like the cabbage. Flavor, there's all kinds of flavor in there. It's quick, it's easy. Like I said, maybe you could put turkey bacon in here. Make it a little more friendly. But outside of that, if you didn't even want to put that in it, but it gives you good flavor. But it's a healthy dish without that. Needless to say, it's a delicious dish. So I've got to get to cleaning the kitchen now, since I made a mess. So without further ado, let's get to it. When you're out and about, make sure you wear your mask to protect you and yourself and everybody around you. All right, a little funny, but anyway, wash your hands. Wash them a lot when you're in your car. Try to carry one of those little bottles of sanitizer with you. Wash your hands. Don't talk with your mouth full unless it's one of these great dishes. Give us a like. Share with as many people as you can. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you have, that's good. And if you have not hit the notification bell, please do so. Like I said, the description for this recipe will be down in the description box. Outside of that, stay hungry, my friends. This is Mr. Dan saying, stay hungry. Come back when you are, and we'll give you another extremely tasty dish. This is dang good. All right, we're out.